digging sands in what was supposed to be the Ogoni, right? They were digging sands and all of that, pretending that they were already cleaning it. Then they stopped. But Tinubu and Fulbara met with all these their leaders from that place. And somehow, they're not talking about cleanup, say anymore. They're talking about the resumption of oil exploration. I don't have details yet, but I'm going to go and find out who is now going to be the one exploring oil in Ogoni land in River State. Because here is what they told them. The fact that you don't allow them to take crude oil here has affected the revenue we're supposed to be getting. It has also affected the revenue we're supposed to be giving you share. So why don't you just let them do it and we can keep pushing for the cleanup later? That means let them let them release more toxic content into the environment, but we'll give you money, So I don't know. Usually, right, this particular oil block and the rest will end up in the hands of Tinubu's friends, right? Like the OPL 45. What's that one? The biggest oil deposit in Nigeria, your biggest oil block in Nigeria that they have been having fight over for years. Now they've cleared it and it has been given to Ohando and Associates, Tinubu's people, right? So this particular one too is likely going to go the same way. But to make them feel better though, Tinubu awarded a posthumous national award, I think MON, CON, on the 4 Ogonis that were killed. I think were killed by in the struggle. So he gave them national award, even though they are dead. So national award. And everybody was happy. But how about the people of Ogoni land? Well, their trouble continues. This was Tinubu talking to them, speaking to these Ogoni guests in this new deal.
We're not, as a government, take likely years of pain endured in Ogoni land. We recognize that. Otherwise, there would be no today. We remember this with solemn respect, the Ogoni 13 whose lives were cut short, and the many unnamed men and women whose sacrifices kept alive the flame of justice and freedom. They remain heroes of the struggle. The federal government fully acknowledges the long suffering of the Ogoni people, and today we declare with conviction, hope is here and is back with us. In June 2025, as part of the commemoration of our Democracy Day, our nation conferred posthumous national honors on the Ogoni 9. Today, in completing the cycle of recognition, I hereby confirm national honor as a commander of the Order of Niger, CON, on the following inauspicious. Namely, Chief Edward Kopani, CON, posthumous. Chief Albert Badi, CON, posthumous. Chief Samuel Orage, CON, posthumous. Chief Toflios Orage, CON, posthumous. May their memories continue to inspire unity, courage, and purpose among all of us. May be peace and prosperity they sacrifice for continue to abide with us. I urge the Ogoni people across the clans, communities, and generations to close ranks. Put this dark chapter behind us and move forward as a united community with single voice reconciliation. It's not an erasure of history. It is the commitment to write the next chapter together with joy. I'm encouraged by the overwhelming consensus of the Ogoni communities to welcome the resumption of oil production under new equitable terms, resourceful commitment. Government will deploy every resource to support the Ogoni people in this march towards shared prosperity. It will be inclusive. I acknowledge the past grievances with the former operator. In 2022, the previous administration transferred the operatorship of the Ogoni oil field to the Nigerian Petroleum Company, NNPCL, and its joint venture partners. We shall honor and build on that decision. Accordingly, I'm directing the National Security Advisor to commence immediately engagement between the Ogoni people and NNPCL. It is joint venture partners and all relevant stakeholders with a view to finalizing modalities to begin operations. We have to start now. A dead asset is not valuable to the community, the country, and the people. The further we live and the longer we procrastinate or try to find other means, the worse it is for the people and for the nation. To align the environmental remediation with renewed oil production, the Aqueduct Pollution Remediation (PREP) must ensure effective and efficient functionality as an instrument of action. I therefore direct the Honorable Minister of Environment to work with the National Security Advisor and myself to fully integrate programs into broader dialogue and implementation process. To all of you, the Ogoni people, we have shown the entire nation what disciplined dialogue can achieve. To the dialogue committee, your work now becomes the blueprint for the implementation.
Nuisance lele. Nuisance lele.
And I don't know, sometimes I do ask myself, like, there must be something wrong in the spiritual realm that we must have done as a people, but maybe in our former lives, right? That warranted these kinds of heartless, selfish criminals to always be the leaders of that contraption. Tinubu is practically muzzling these people of Ogoni. And it's not going to end well. It has never really worked. And his own style right now is just the same bulldozing way of saying, you know what, the reason why they stopped the oil production, we understand it. We can deal with that later. But this is an asset that is wasting away. So we need to bring it back quick. So NSA, you and the Minister of Environment work together. That means to bobo them and make them feel like, oh, the Minister of Environment is now a place where the Vice President of the country went, and he gave a speech to the rousing, loud embrace. And the whole newspaper was like, Bokwari resolved Ogoni problem. Bokwari resolved 30 years Ogoni problem. Bokwari settled 35 years Ogoni this. Buhari begins the cleanup of Ogoni. All of that dead now. That's part of that 2022. That was part of the, but it wasn't 2022. That was the latest one. This one was like around 2017. That Pastor Ruga went there and pledged 2 billion. I think Adesa is on the line. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm here, Maiyegun.
Oh, Adesa. How are you, sir?
Yeah, thank you. I'm good. Thank you, sir. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Please. Sorry for keeping you waiting there, by the way.
No problem.
Right.
Let me start from the wise man of Edo State, from Sheriff, new Sheriff in town to wise man.
Exactly.
Just as you said, if you really want, you see, what an investor is seeing before they can come to a place to invest, it's not mere talk.
No.
Understand? You see a verifiable evidence. The road in question, still go to Edo State now, there's no road.
Absolutely.
Understand?
I'm saying that all the time.
You could have taken them through. This is what we have verifiable that you can invest on. This is what we have. Edo security is still at a 0 point now. Understand? So what investors are looking for, they don't have it. It's not about going to social media and be speaking, making noise and the rest of them. Okay, all the noise you make in Glasgow, where are the visual evidence of it? Say, okay, this is 36 schools I have renovated. See their picture. This is how they were before. This is their current state. This road is also area. This is how it was before. This is the current state. People, even a blind man can say, okay, you have done. Not just come and give I renovate 30 school, 15 school, 100 school. At the end, that's nothing that was done.
Just believe
me. Understand?
Believe me, I can't lie for you. You should believe me. When I tell you that I've done this, I have done it. And then everybody will just be like, oh, that's amazing.
Maiyegun, there is a saying that it's only a fool that doubt evidence.
That's right.
Understand? It is only a fool that doubt evidence. When you see evidence, practical evidence, you don't need to doubt anymore.
No.
But when somebody come and begin making noise on the media, I have done this, I have done that, I have done. There's no verifiable evidence there. Understand? So, secondly, you made mention of you don't know maybe what they have done that have affected Nigeria spiritually. It's not like that.
I know.
When you have public who do not hold their leader accountable, understand? Public who do not hold their leaders accountable, you continue to see some of this happening every day. When you see weak institutions, the institution who's supposed to stand tall above board and ensure that things are done, they are now supporting the same criminal. So you don't expect this to go well. It is not, some people say they cost like there's no cost. You and I know that if any little thing happen here now, you will see the whole people will come out.
That's right.
Everybody wants justice. And the justice must be done before you see them go back home. All the noise on the social media left and right, what have Nigeria done to it? Okay, let's see the current one. If it is in this part of the world that charges is brought against Wike like this, the whole people will be outside until they remove him from that seat. They will not go back to their office. Should you know that?
I know.
Everybody will come out and by this time, this guy should step down, let everything be verified. After verification,
it's about 2 weeks ago or so. This month, Ogoni, was it not early this month, the Deputy Prime Minister of UK resigned?
Yes.
And what did she do? They said he used what they call the insider kind of like trading to make extra money somewhere. And then something like the money she wasn't supposed to spend, for example, like inflating train tickets money. This whole thing that they unleashed, they exposed to, Baba, reach £1,000. The lady resigned. Yeah, she resigned. Imagine this. She took land in London, right? The capital. That she took 2,000 hectares of land for herself, for her children. That her husband, right, just bought $2 million or $2 million house in America. Okay, like No. I don't think they even have a chance. Politicians don't even have a chance of getting to steal 100,000 pounds in this country.
No, you can't do
Like that.
you know, like now in
Eh?
Nigeria Bank of National Institution, they compromise with the leader. Here, as I am now, if 50,000 pounds enter bank of scholar in my name now, they want to verify every detail before I can even have access to it.
That is right.
Do you understand?
Immediately it entered your bank account, it will go straight to fold. Straight up. They will begin to ask you,
And
even
they will
though
inform
you've
you,
been with them for 10, 15 years, it doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. They want to see evidence that leads to that transaction. You understand? For Nigeria Bank, they compromise with the leaders. Understand?
The same
And that's why
it's not just like general. It's even in Nigeria too.
Yeah.
Right? If a certain amount of money just entered your bank account, right? The bank is allowed to alert the EFCC and they can freeze down your account. But not for these rogues though.
Yeah. EFCC is one of the worst institutions that they use technically in the eyes of the public. They are doing nothing while they are not doing anything. Because all that somebody was said that when you tell you must report to EFCC, do they report Yahoo boys to EFCC because EFCC carry their raid?
No.
And they keep on carrying their raid against the people that are not even look at the billion and trillion those guys are stolen. Understand? They didn't know the politicians and all the governors and the rest of them.
See, I have never even thought of that. Like nobody reports boys to the EFCC.
They just carry their raid.
So why do they need anybody
to report the politicians who are stealing? I don't know how true it is. It was yesterday I watched it online. How they invited this Jerry EFCC. I don't know. I saw it. I don't know if it is true. EFCC invited him to come and give account of the amount of money they see in his account. And he went the area of this church in Nigeria.
Sorry, I don't understand. Like, what are you saying? Are you talking about the?
I said there is this pastor in Nigeria.
What?
No. Okay. There is this pastor in Nigeria. They call it Jerry Eze.
Right.
So I saw that the EFCC invited him for query on his account and the rest of them, and he went there and he defended himself. And that's in my mind. I was asked, okay, how many governors, even the reported criminals to EFCC, the EFCC has invited to query them, not that they keep on covering them. Understand?
I know.
So this one was a pastor. That's why they invited him, and he went there and claimed that he's a pastor. And he pray every now and then. People click left and right, and they donate. He show evidence, all the transaction and the rest of it to them, and they allow him to go. I say, how many politicians think they have been crying about Wike has EFCC invite Wike?
Do you think EFCC
and the rest of them?
Among all others, so do you think the EFCC doesn't have with the Wike's dossier? They have his dossier in their kitty. Remember, they declared is now. His then his then accountant general, who is now the governor of the state, Fubara. He was declared wanted. He is still declared wanted. Do you know that? They just put up this thing because he's now governor. Fubara was declared wanted by this same.
Both Fubara, all of them, they are all criminal.
I know.
You know it. All of them, they are all criminal. Understand? So. And issue of he has started campaigning now. He has started campaigning. Kubara has started campaigning for Tinubu. That's what he's doing technically. To me, they are promising
they said that all the Nigerian Delta, all of them right now Tinubu they go vote for. They are already like everybody
now.
Yeah.
So if they have told you if you play a game with us, you will not get problem. You will come back to the second time. We win everything. You will come back. So do you want to lose? So that's why now he started playing with. He went there to thank somebody who removed him from office illegally. So he go there to greet him. Now he led the elders of Rivers to that side. So he now started playing game with them so that it will be well with him. Because you know, saying that Oshomole said, if you dance and play with your APC, your sin will be forgiven.
That's right.
Understand? So now your sin will be forgiven. They will delete us in data from EFCC and become a big boss. The question River people have not asked him is that one of the accusations is that Ubara should be giving 30% of revenue of River State. Now that they have settled now, so 30% of River State, 30% of River State money will be going to River every month. So those are the questions the River State people should ask Ubara. Now you will be giving the 30% of revenue of the whole state every month. So those are because that's what it means. He has settled with him, everything is okay. So let them continue.